just right back from New York. I don't know. None of you work past 4 o'clock anyway here. I like work in the common area downstairs. Oh, they come. My neighbors, we're all working together. We work by 2 o'clock. The thing is like empty. People stop working here in LA at 2. Time
I
to get
like when
high.
I like when I came over to your house. Who is the guy that he walks your lobby and all the, is he security or is he a resident? He looked to me like a resident. He was getting coffee, he was getting snacks, and he just wandered the entire time we were there. He never did any work. Do you know which guy I'm talking about?
I
He
think
had his hat
I
on.
don't think that's I think that's our handyman.
Oh, really?
A
He looked very
hat.
chic. He was very, no, he
Ah.
did not look like a handyman. He was a very
Um,
styled, super manicured, and he just
I
got
think
coffee.
my friend Francisco, he's one of them that works down there with me, talks about how hard he works. Oh, we're the workers of the building. And it's like it's 12:01. Yes, he's got there at like 6 a.m. I mean, I guess that's a 6 hour day. I do the 5 a.m. to like 7 p.m. I think a 14-hour day is appropriate. So yeah, I think you're talking about Francisco. But we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun, guys. So let's do. People have been asking for this. I'm thrilled we're doing it this way. I mean, my touring manager is not happy, but this will involve the entire world of you. Anyone can buy a ticket, and Sarah does not have to leave her family. And quite frankly, I don't want to go do these other dates on my own in person. I mean, I love everyone. Come up to me in person. Let's talk. But it's different when you're doing it live. It's just, it's not my favorite thing.
Look, this is
So
great. You guys,
flattered to be asked, but I'm glad we're doing it this way.
and we're gonna, you can chat the whole time. You can be in the chat room. And I think too, the best part is lots of times I've seen over the years, fans of mine, I'm sure this happens to you, end up becoming friends in real life because you all have a common interest of, oh my God, I listened to Behind the Velvet Rope. I listened to the Sarah Fraser show. I love the two of them together. You meet somebody in the chat, you find out they're from, Texas as well. And then y'all are friends. So it's
And
good night. Yeah.
I've said this before. I've only been drunk one time on air with Catherine Edwards. We recapped the whole Beverly Hills reunion, and the last episode, Catherine loves her martinis as much as me. We had a little, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I was fucking drunk during this episode. So, this is a night, yeah, we're gonna be drinking here. We're gonna be drinking. So this
Yeah.
might be a different show altogether. I will drink. I actually didn't really drink during my live shows at City Winery. I drank a one martini, but like mostly coffee. I'll be drinking. Okay, there. So that make everyone happy. So God only knows what we're gonna get with
Oh
a
God,
drunk
it'll be so
David.
shady. I've seen some people already message us questions. It's like they're VIPers. They already
Really?
purchased the VIP tickets, but they want, yes, it's gonna be so.
Oh God. I can
I can't.
guess where the
Uh,
questions are going, at least for me. And I would rather not answer any questions, but
I'm
here we
trying to.
are.
I know, and oh
Here we
God, I
are.
feel like people are gonna afterwards. They're gonna go to Reddit, but I've already got one question for us that I'm trying to think of. It's about guests, our worst guests that we've ever had. And no, mine is current. Mine is a current one she's actually horrible. That's all I'll say. And then I'll tell you who exactly it is the,
We have
uh,
to answer.
on the show. And, she doesn't even know how bad she is, but anyway. Ugh.
Oh God. Well, there you go. So that's a type of wait. I mean, I'll be happy to answer that. I was just
Oh,
thinking. I mean, this could be anything. This could be anything. So I'm excited we're doing it. So buy your tickets. We'll put up a thing on our stories, and we have not announced until today, but tickets have actually already been selling just from us putting it on our story. So thank you. We have a producer involved. This is our producer, Stephanie. She's like, when she checks in, she's like, you sold this many tickets. I'm like, wow. That's when I started
I knew you
cracking the
were.
whip this weekend with Sarah. I'm like, oh my God, what are we going to do? It? How many VIPs? We have to have a second room. And I just,
You guys, hopefully Stephanie doesn't quit before the live show. That'd be something. You should see the trail of emails
but
from her.
I'm very nice. I'm very nice. It's just, at 3 a.m. when I have 5 things we need to go over, you do get an email from me at 3 a.m. But it is what it is.
No.
Can I say something? Well, did you see this blind item? I think it's from your friend Duxa Amois. Dumois. Apparently someone wrote in or someone ran into this is all developing story. In the 3 days it is from recording this to you guys hearing this, it might be released. But someone apparently ran into Morgan Wade. This isn't even on our list of things to talk about. I just saw it, and she was
Okay.
in Illinois. And I guess they asked her now. I mean, there's a lot of holes in this story, but I guess they asked her how Kyle was doing. Now we know Miss Wade is not I'm not the most media savvy over here. And apparently Morgan said, because if you ask Kyle about that, she would say, like, have a nice day and wave. Apparently Morgan said, I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a while. I haven't talked to her in months. That's apparently what Morgan said. And now people are also saying, well, we had Stagecoach. It's not enough that we had this Coachella business. Now we have Stagecoach that she was with Mo and Kyle were at Stagecoach together, which we saw the picture, right? I don't know if you saw this picture, but I mean, I think one thing has nothing to do with the other. I mean, they are friends. They technically live together. So they weren't making out. Like his arm was around her. It wasn't. So I don't really think anything, but people are now saying she was at Stagecoach with Mo. His arm was around her. And Morgan, apparently on the streets of Illinois, somewhere where she's playing a gig, said, I have no idea how Collins haven't talked to her in months. Do we
Oh my
believe?
God, do not break my wannabe lesbian heart. Are you kidding? You better be kidding. Do we think this has any credibility?
Are they
I,
done so? I don't know.
I would be devastated. But no,
Ah,
wait. Am I missing this? Wasn't it just, was Morgan? No, I guess Morgan wasn't at Coachella, right? And
I
because
didn't see
Coachella was
her.
a couple weeks ago, and Kyle was there, but she was with Kesha and no Morgan.
She was with Nice, Paris Hilton, and Kasha, and no Morgan. So, and now she's that Stagecoach again. More power to all of you. Again, come to the we don't want to leave our house pajama tour. Who who are you people over the age of 21 that have the energy to go from 2 weekends and weeks of Coachella and then go right to Stagecoach? Oh my God.
You could
That
do it. You could do it.
I guess I could do it, but I don't want to do
You
it.
could do it. You could do it. Like you get out, you
Your
go, it's
rally.
only like 2 hours from LA, you know?
I did
You
just
get
fly to New
LA.
York for 48 hours, so I
Oh,
guess I can do it. You're right.
God. Oh my God. You go out in the sun, you do a bunch of rooms and edibles, and you listen to the music.
Walk
Oh,
around in mud.
no, they're in the VIP. There's no mud. You're not gonna, it's not like you're gonna go in, regular admissions. I mean, please, you're gonna be there.
A lot of people there. And then what? You listen to some music? I mean, it just seems
Yeah,
horrible to me.
you go to different stages and you listen to
And
I
you
don't
do
know. We used
more
to have to work
shrooms.
mushrooms. When I was in radio, we always had to work like Lollapalooza, and there was something other palooza that was always on the East Coast. I can't think of what it was. Anyhow, I think it was around
On
St.
Randall
Patrick's
Island.
Day.
There was something on Randall Island in New York.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Anyway, I don't know. I never spent the night there. I just couldn't, but you know,
I mean, more power to you kids. But apparently, so are Kyle and Morgan Donzo.
I could see it. I could see it. I do not think that Morgan was ever that into her. I think Morgan loved the idea. Kyle was infatuated. I mean, madly in love. That episode that was so beautiful that honored Lorene. I mean, Kyle is organizing the whole memorial, and then Morgan starts strumming that guitar and she has to stop everything. She's just it's like a moth to a flame. But I never got the vibe that Morgan was all that. Again, you're seeing them in small moments. You're and certainly that red carpet photo where Morgan's like tapping her butt, I mean, they were into each other. So what do I know? But I will be devastated. In my mind, these two are already together. Like we were going to get this, lesbian fairy tale on RHOBH. But I think for Kyle, there's so many things there, don't you? There's so much. I just, even though being gay is completely fine now, everybody accepts it. I feel like nobody has an issue with anyone being gay. I guess some
You
people.
don't? I always say, I
Yeah,
think
you tell me this all
the
the time. Yeah,
world hates the gays. The
oh yeah,
world
you've always
hates the
told me that.
gays.
Well, I feel like the world hates the trans people, but I didn't realize.
The world hates the trans people even more. I would
Okay, so
agree with
you're
that.
right. You do. You always tell
I
me.
think there's a lot of people that live in a older society and they hate us more. I mean, they hate us more than you think.
Well, to your point, to that point,
It's not nice. It's not nice.
Beverly
Not
Hills is
nice.
old school. Beverly Hills is old school. It's old. It's conservative usually. It's so I don't know. I just think to myself, could she really do it, or do you think she is part of that old school where she could like they've done
Is this Kyle's way of saying you gave me an ultimatum and I ain't showing you nothing? And Morgan, or is Kyle or is this a secret breakup? Madly in love, and she's like, "Oh, you're giving me an ultimatum," which, mind you, no one is fucking firing Kyle Richards, but you're giving me an ultimatum, show Morgan or I'm in jeopardy. Guess what? There is no Morgan. We're over. And Morgan's like, "Thank you, darling. I'm not going on that crazy show because my music is serious." And I go, and then they're like sneaking around at night and getting down. I don't
yeah,
know
I think so.
cameras. You
I
do.
think so.